Welcome to Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone, here with Trini Kwan and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw, we're going to see beyond. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw, we're going to see. We're going to see Sheamus O'Shaughnessy here today. On Monday Night Raw. Uh, Tony Schiavone says. Well, yes, we are, Trini Kwan said. And we do know at the end of the day that Sheamus O'Shaughnessy has been a bully and a heel and a creep to so many other wrestlers, here in the TWF, with SpongeBob SquarePants and Mickey Mouse and all that stuff. Well, Trini Kwan said he has a good grounds for being mad at those folks. They're not wrestlers. They're not fighters. They should not be in the TWF, Trini Kwan says. They should be in the TWF, Corey Graves says. Well, Corey Graves, you do have the right to your belief and your thought. But we're in the TWF and they are toys. They might not be true wrestlers or true fighters, but they're in the TWF all the same, Tony Schiavone says. Yes, they are, Trini Kwan said. Now let's go to it now. Alright. First off, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy goes, I just want to say how sorry I am for the way I behaved. And I do know that you thought you were going to get the women's match. Well, that's going to happen. Well, that's going to happen tomorrow. So today, sadly, I just want to say how I'm sorry for the way I behaved. Saying that SpongeBob SquarePants and Mickey Mouse were not wrestlers, they were not fighters, they should not be in the TWF. Well, that was wrong of me. So the way I look at it is that it was truly wrong of me to scathe them and shame them for being in the TWF. That was wrong of me for, behaving that way. So the way I look at it is that I know that SpongeBob SquarePants and Mickey Mouse are out somewhere, and wherever they can hear me, I hope they forgive me. If they don't want to come out to get my forgiveness, well, it is what it is, but for my forgiveness, but I just want to say I'm truly sorry. Well, does anyone truly believe Sheamus O'Shaughnessy being sorry for how he handled Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob SquarePants? Tony Schiavone said. I don't know if anyone in the TWF followers believe that or not. Tony Schiavone said, I don't know. Trini Kwan says, I don't know. I hope he is being earnest about it. Well, Corey Graves said he is being earnest about it. And and he hopes that SpongeBob SquarePants and Mickey Mouse forgive him for how he behaved like. Well, we got someone coming to the ring now. Corey Graves says, I don't know who he is. Shang-Chi from that Disney Marvel film. What's he doing here? Corey Graves says. It's not his time. Trini Kwan said, so now you got something against Disney Marvel selves. Just like Sheamus had something against, Viacom, CBS, Nickelodeon selves. Or Disney selves. Trini Kwan said. Yeah, like I should have something against Disney Hasbro selves. Like you, Trini Kwan says. Like you, Corey Graves says. No, Tony Schiavone said there's no need to be against anyone. I don't know why Shang-Chi's here, Trini Kwan, and to tell you, Corey Graves, you need to stop being a creep. Shang-Chi, who is from the Disney Marvel film Shang-Chi. Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. I have seen how you have behaved how you behaved. What you did to Mickey Mouse, what you did to SpongeBob SquarePants, that is sad. It truly is sad. But you came out here saying you were sorry for being a heel, being a bully, being a creep. And I say that if Mickey Mouse or SpongeBob SquarePants wants to forgive you for the way you behaved and what you did, well, that's on them. But I never bought Seamus O'Shaughnessy. I am not going to be so forgiving of it. So I said I was sorry for what I said about what I did to SpongeBob SquarePants and Mickey Mouse. So now you're going to come out and you're going to come out and be a bully and a heel and a creep to me? I'm no bully. I'm no heel. I'm no creep. Alright? I don't do those kind of things like you do, Seamus O'Shaughnessy. You spent many years in WWE being a bully, being a heel, being a creep. I say today we have a match. Since you always, I say today we have a match. So why don't we do it here today? We just have to yield for the Fight Lord to come in the ring. Well, looks like we're going to get Conchi fighting Seamus O'Shaughnessy here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Tonight Raw, Tony Schiavone said. Conchi's got that staff or that stick in his hand. Corey Graves says it should be unlawful. Oh, he just hit Seamus O'Shaughnessy with it. How can you say it's unlawful? It's a slight of him. It's a half of him. It's a break of him. Oh, well, it's not a hard... So Trini Kwan said, how can it be unlawful? Corey Graves, tell you, Trini, it's not a hard-made fight here. We're not in XPW. We're not in JCW or ZG or GCW. You know? Oh, so it would be unlawful. Seamus O'Shaughnessy getting beat up right now by Chun-Chi from Disney Marvel's Chun-Chi film. Well, that's right. Trini Kwan said Chun-Chi is giving a fight to Seamus O'Shaughnessy, who spent most of his time in the TWF being a bully and a heel and a creep to Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob SquarePants, Tony Schiavone says. Because he believed they were not wrestlers or not fighters. They should not be here. Trini Kwan said, I guess one would say that's old yesteryear. But it's not like one would say it's old yesteryear. But we can still talk about it, and we can still scathe Seamus O'Shaughnessy for it, Trini Kwan said. Well, I tell you what, someone needs to scathe Chun-Chi, Corey Graves says, for what he did. Bro kick on Chun-Chi, Corey Graves says. Seamus O'Shaughnessy just get a bro kick to Chun-Chi. And he looks like he's still being a bully and a heel and a creep, Corey Graves said, Tony Schiavone said, oh. And now he's going to get ready to do what some call the round, the Celtic round. And now we got White Loudness. Chun-Chi is going to lose his first match in the TWF to Seamus O'Shaughnessy, Tony Schiavone says. Well, I hope not, Trini Kwan said. That would be sad. That would be shameful. That would be besmirching. Oh, so now it's shameful. That'd be shameful. That'd be besmirching, Trini Kwan says. Now it's shameful and besmirching if Seamus O'Shaughnessy beats someone and loses Seamus O'Shaughnessy, Corey Graves says. But with Chun-Chi doing that wouldn't be shameful or besmirching. Corey Graves, 1, 2. Oh, a kick out. Only a 2, Tony Schiavone said. Chun-Chi from the top steeple. Knocked down Seamus O'Shaughnessy with his staff. Chun-Chi, who's from Ollie's, just like Seamus O'Shaughnessy is. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner, Chun-Chi. Chun-Chi has beat Seamus O'Shaughnessy here today on Monday Night Raw or Alone Tonight Raw. So, Tony Schiavone said Chun-Chi in his first time match here in the TWF has beat Seamus O'Shaughnessy, which is still one of the great wrestlers or fighters in the TWF. Yeah, it's true. Chun-Chi is a great good wrestler and a good fighter, Trini Kwan said. He gave the fight to Seamus O'Shaughnessy who some folks say, you know, who behaved like a bully and who behaved like a creep, sadly, you know, until someone had to put it, until someone, you know, chose to put him in his stead, and that someone shifted out, you know, and that someone, you know, shifted out to be Chun-Chi, Trini Kwan said. Well, we do know, Corey Graves says, yeah, Chun-Chi's a great wrestler, he's a great fighter, but why did he have to start shit with Sheamus O'Shaughnessy? After Sheamus O'Shaughnessy said he was sorry for being a bully, being a heel, being a creep. Well, we talked Chun-Chi, and we'll learn why he didn't forgive Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, Tony Schiavone said, for being a bully and a heel and a creep. Well, Trini Kwan said, I know one thing, Chun-Chi's got a wonderful upcoming in the TWF with a win like that over Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Alright, I am Renee Young here. Take it away with Renee Young, Tony Schiavone says. Thank you, Tony Schiavone. I am here talking with Chun-Chi, who just beat Sheamus O'Shaughnessy here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. Chun-Chi, we understand that it's your first match in the TWF, and somehow, someway, you brought the fight to Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. Yes, my first match in the TWF. I came to TWF yesterday from Ollie's. It's my first match, my first fight here in the TWF. Now, I know Sheamus O'Shaughnessy was bullying Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob SquarePants, saying they should not be in the TWF because they're not wrestlers, they're not fighters. Well, the TWF was built on wrestlers like me, and I get it. But if Sheamus O'Shaughnessy was going around doing that shit, the SMF does the same thing we do. So, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, he's a good wrestler, he's a good fighter, and I think that, yes, you want to get on look, you got to give on look. And I don't know if Sheamus O'Shaughnessy is earnest about that, sorry, about what he did to SpongeBob and Mickey, you know. And I can back where they're coming from, because I'm a Disney Marvel self. And SpongeBob was a CBS Viacom Nickelodeon self. And Mickey's a Disney self. So I can back where they came from. The way I look at it is, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, I hope he truly is sorry for what he did to SpongeBob SquarePants and Mickey Mouse and everyone else he shamed it during this time. Well, here comes Sheamus O'Shaughnessy now. Well, let me just say some old things to you, Chun-Chi. Renee Young, I think, Chun-Chi, you want on look for me? Alright. You can go, Renee Young. Chun-Chi, you say you want on look for me? Well, fella, you just got my on look. Welcome to TWF, Chun-Chi. Well, thank you, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy. And I do forgive you for what you did to Mickey and SpongeBob. You know? Hell, we want to have another match like that again. I just can't yield. Well, I like happy endings. Don't you all? Well, that was me talking with Chun-Chi. Back to you, Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Chun-Chi here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone for Trini Kwan and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.